Hello. In this article, I discuss the urgent need to challenge the dominance of standard English in English language teaching and to resist linguistic imperialism, a concept introduced by Robert Philipson. I argue that we should engage in this resistance because linguistic imperialism results in the marginalization of students' native languages within educational settings, which often leads to monolingual bias and the stifling of bilingual communication. I further argue that a crucial step toward transforming English language teaching practices is the systematic inclusion of students' first languages, in this case Spanish, alongside the target language, in this case English. I present a bilingual adaptation of the reading to learn approach that in my most recent work I call genre-based translanguaging pedagogy. This approach draws on systemic functional linguistics. And in this article, I discuss and show how this approach has the potential to create a more equitable and inclusive educational framework that recognizes and values the linguistic diversity of students. The article highlights the long-standing biases against bilingualism in educational systems, advocating for a shift from monolingual ideologies to practices that support language mixing and bilingual instruction. I demonstrate the effectiveness of using the Reading to Learn framework in a bilingual curricular unit that engages Spanish-speaking immigrant mothers. In this context, the mothers conducted research and wrote biographical texts about famous Latino figures, illustrating how this translingual approach, through its careful, structured pedagogic stages, encourages collaboration and gains in writing proficiency. Throughout the instructional process, the teacher integrated Spanish to aid comprehension while gradually transitioning into English, enhancing the mother's confidence and linguistic abilities in English. By valuing the full linguistic repertoire of students, this approach not only fosters stronger engagement, but also empowers learners, enabling them to participate fully in their education. Ultimately, I contend that decolonizing language education requires a commitment to a multilingualism in English language teaching and providing educators with frameworks that promote culturally responsive and linguistically inclusive practices. Overall, this article serves as a call to action for educators and researchers to reconsider the monolingual focus prevalent in language education and to embrace methodologies that honor the linguistic diversity inherent in multicultural classrooms. I invite you to read this article and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.